Oh boy. Now, look, I didn't hate this episode. I actually thought it was okay. There were actually some pretty. It was the thing is, it just felt kind of meh, and I don't know how much I can really get out of this episode. So this may be actually a pretty short review, depending on how this all goes. So, yeah, we find out that Damien Dark's big thing is that he wants the Bay for something called Project Genesis. No, really. When they said Project Genesis, I was like, so are we doing the Wrath of Khan thing? And it when they go into the breathable crops and all that, I'm like, yeah, they're doing Genesis. They're literally ripping off the Wrath of Khan plot. Okay, even down to the name. What the hell? I can't wait for when Oliver shouts, "Dark, dark," and then there's an echo, "Dark, dark." Yeah. Also, can we just call Damien Dark Palpatine now? Because literally, he's become a Sith Lord. Like how he just, he's even you see it. He's literally force choking Malcolm in one scene. Like he's force pushing people. I know it's not the Force. I understand it's not the Force, but when you see some of these moments, you're like, did you guys just want to write a Star Wars character but couldn't do anything? Yeah. So I don't know. Dark just gives off just give Neil McDowell a red lightsaber at this point. So because there was that the moment they go, yeah, I feel like they're taking a bit of Star Wars, but then when he did the whole quote unquote force choke, I was like, oh, now you're just showing off. Yeah. What else did I want to talk about in here? The thing with Felicity and Oliver, that's the big thing, and she gets upset. It's like, why didn't you want to tell me 3 months ago? And I literally said, bitch, we've been at war with terror. They've been at war with terrorists. Of course Oliver's not going to say, do you want to get hitched right now? Because literally, there was so much in there that they had to put up with. There was so much that they had to really deal with. So I got to give credit to I got to give it to Oliver that, yeah, marriage didn't seem very at a high priority when these guys who they knew nothing about could easily kill them if need be. Also, I also really think that it's going to be a red herring of Felicity dying as much as I hate it. I mean, when Felicity got lit up, and I actually give credit. I've said actually 3 times. But no, I do really like that scene. I really do like that scene of when they're doing the little drummer boy song, and you see Dark's family. And during all this, you just see Oliver's limo with him and Felicity in it just get lit up. It's actually a brilliant scene. I was like, man, this is some Godfather level shit right here. No, really, it feels like something out of The Godfather. I can't be the only one thinking that. But yes, as much as I was playing Ode to Joy in my head, that's whenever that song just plays automatically in my head whenever Felicity is hurt or maimed or whatever, or Olicity takes a kick to the balls. The Ode to Joy plays in my head, but I think this is going to be short-lived because I think it's a red herring that they're throwing us here. I think what's going to happen is that Felicity is going to be in a coma and someone else is going to be killed instead. I think at this point it's going to be either Diggle or Lance, and here's why. I think what's going to happen with Lance first, and I think he's the more possible of the two, is because now Dark's going to know because he revealed, yeah, I'm a traitor and I turned on you and saved my daughter and all that. Dark's not going to take that lightly. So, yeah, he's not going to take that lightly, and yeah, I don't, it's going to be it's going to be a massacre. So I think it might be Lance. The other one might be Diggle, because I feel like, he's like Oliver's brother, and he's very close with him, and plus, he's willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, and maybe that will finally wake Andy up, and we might actually get more of the story as to why Andy is doing this. So I think it's at this. I don't think as much as I hate it, it's probably not going to be Felicity. It'd be nice if it was, because I'm totally sick of that character, and I know a lot of you guys out there are completely sick with Felicity as well. But yeah, what I think is going to happen is that she's just going to be, shot up and probably going to be in a coma and then come back after drinking some penicillin tea. Seriously, that still fucking pisses me off. Penicillin tea, are you fucking kidding me? After a stab wound and hours in the snow, what the fuck is... I hated that. Still do, as you can tell. But I digress. So I think it might be Diggle or Lance at this point. It could be... My third option is Thea. Thea might be the other one, but I think it's going to be those three. As much as I hate to say it, I think they're throwing... Felicity is going to be a red herring. It'd be... I think it could be... It still could be, not ruling it out, but I think how... we've seen how these writers play it out before. And honestly, a few months ago, Guggenheim and the rest of the writing staff had an interview saying... Yeah, we just kind of threw that scene in there, and we didn't know who we were going to kill off at the time. So they didn't know. They still don't know. They honestly don't know who they're going to kill off. That just shows you the laziness of the writing in here. If that's not obvious enough. Yeah. Also, Andy and Diggle, Andy and John are having a total brother to brother. Not in the good way either. So, yeah, Andy is putting up this big show, and Diggle literally says, you could have reached out anytime you wanted to your family. And I was like, dude, he was part of a terrorist organization that kills people on a whim, and their lord and master is like a Sith Lord. So I could understand why he didn't want to call them. Seriously, does anyone think about the tiny, the little details in this show? I'm starting to see a trend here where no one is starting to think of the details as to why, and just kind of goes with, you didn't do it. Whatever. So, I'm kind of thinking that maybe what might happen if Diggle dies, Andy will be his replacement, and we go on from there. That's what I think might happen. But who knows? I think it's fair game at this point. Also, it was really cool to see Malcolm in action. But yeah, all in all, it wasn't a bad episode. Those last scenes were pretty good. Again, they were very Godfather-esque, and I love The Godfather, so I couldn't help but feel like, it feels like they're doing a little, sneaking in some stuff, obviously, with Dark. I don't think they were doing it intentionally, but with that force choke, I was like, yeah, you're not even hiding it now, are you? And again, with the final scene, all in all, it wasn't bad. I was just kind of going with an aura of meh. And it's either at this point with Green Arrow, I'm like at an aura of meh, or an order of fuck this show. Anyway, so that's really all I can say about this. I am going to keep watching. I thought this episode was going to make me go into a frothing rage spasm, but no, just mildly irritated, which is a first for this show in a while. But anyway, you guys tell me, what do you all think of the mid-season finale of Arrow? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? And do you think Felicity might die? And if she doesn't, who do you think will bite the dust? Also, I'm thinking, with Felicity in the hospital and near death or dying or dead, this is what's going to draw her father, the calculator, out. I'm betting that this is what's going to bring him out. That's just a thing that's what I'm kind of thinking at this point. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.